Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to TMRP on Metropolis Radio, and you know what day it is? Do you know what day it is?
It's the best day ever.
Ironically, that particular episode of SpongeBob was Season 4, Episode 20. Yes, this video is coming out on April 20th, and where I'm from, I grew up in Colorado. I lived there for almost 20 years. Today is really the best day ever. And I don't think I need to go into the reasons why it is the best day ever. However, it is not the best day ever for Jonathan Majors. This news came out a couple days ago that Jonathan Majors has been dropped by Manager Entertainment. By Manager Entertainment 360, so his management has now dropped him. He's also been dropped from his first movie after his arrest for the alleged assault, according to this article from Screen Rant that was published not yesterday by the time that this came out, but a couple days ago. Jonathan Majors has been officially dropped from his first movie following his arrest for the alleged assault. In the middle of a banner year for the actor that included Creed 3 and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, Majors was arrested. I don't think I need to go into it. Now Majors has been dropped from a slew of upcoming projects. According to Deadline, the actor will no longer star in the movie The Man in My Basement, an ad campaign for the Texas Rangers, and an Otis Redding biopic that Majors was attached to. The Man in My Basement, which Willem Dafoe is also attached to, is currently searching for a replacement for Majors. So now it leads to this question of, is Marvel going to recast him? And originally I was going to have a very different opinion on this up until this article. I found this article just before I started recording. This came out April 19th, so the day prior, and that more women are coming forward, which once again, I do want to stress, innocent until proven guilty, because we did see this with the Johnny Depp Amber Heard shit. So once again, I take this with a grain of salt, but I find this quote very, very funny. Quote, Jonathan Majors is innocent and has not abused anyone. We have provided irrefutable evidence to the district attorney that the charges are false. We are confident he will be fully exonerated, said Majors' attorney Priya Chaudhry in a statement. Now, the reason why I find this extremely funny is because this is the same attorney who allegedly leaked the text messages between Jonathan Majors and his then girlfriend to TMZ. I'm going to splash them up on the screen right here. Right, once these came out, everyone, I don't know why his attorney would think that it's a good idea to release these text messages, because everyone and their grandmother agrees that these text messages do not make Jonathan Majors look good. In fact, this is the reason why the laws are written the way they are, and why they have to not only take these allegations seriously, but not always completely believe a recantation, because oh my god, what if this woman is financially dependent on the guy, and if this is legitimate and we drop it and she turns up dead, oh my god, we're gonna get sued. So once again, why the attorney released these text messages, it's not a good look, and I argue that that's why he's getting dropped from movies and even his management company now. I don't think it's the allegations themselves anymore, because I remember a couple weeks ago, was it the U.S. Army? I think it was the U.S. Army. He did commercials for. They had shelved the ads completely, but they never said that they got rid of them. So they were probably still going to use them, after these charges were cleared. But after those text messages came out, a lot of people now have to wonder, how damning is that video? Because as I brought up, if you read those text messages, it comes off as, this is why the laws are written the way they are, and why they don't automatically believe any and all recantations, especially in a case of domestic abuse. But circling back to the title of this video, and I'm basically saying it straight up, and that Jonathan Majors is absolutely screwed. And the reason I'm saying that is because of his role in the MCU as Kang, right? If you remember in Loki, when he appears in the very end, he admits that he is just one variant of several others, and he was the one that reigned supreme, right? So now you build up the whole MCU around Kang, but here's the thing that most people are conveniently ignoring. Marvel does not need Jonathan Majors to play Kang in each and every single movie, especially if Jonathan Majors is just one version, is just one variant of an infinite amount. And they already set it up in Loki as well, in the 5th episode prior to Jonathan Majors coming in, where you saw all of the different variants, and one of them was a fucking alligator, for crying out loud. And you had so many different variants of Loki on screen at the same time. So they already have Marvel already has an in-universe way of getting rid of Jonathan Majors, but not getting rid of Kang. And if you were to ask me, in my opinion, those text messages, if those text messages are real, again, it's all alleged. But allegedly, his attorney went to TMZ and gave them the text messages. If those text messages are true, God help Jonathan Majors, because yes, out of all the villains in the MCU, he is the most replaceable, because they could just come out and they could come out with the next movie. Oh, Kang's going to be in this movie, but Kang is going to be played by XYZ actor, and Jonathan Majors was just one variant. So if Marvel wanted to drop him, they absolutely could. And once again, I don't know why Jonathan Majors or his attorney thought that those text messages were going to clear him, when those text messages are probably causing all of his problems right now.